Down in the foothills of Mississippi, down in the darkness and in the swamps, there are nobody around for miles. Three good old boys fought evil without remorse. Welcome to the Not Very Good Words podcast. Sit on down, wild boy.
Ooh.
No
Welcome to the
recording.
podcast. Ooh. The Not Very Good Podcast. I don't think I said that right.
Not very good with words.
Yeah, that's it. Welcome to that. We're joined here today by the spooky Himegoto,
Hello.
the nefarious BeterBan,
Hello.
and some other spooky word for Crutonjohn.
Whoa! You scared me, dude.
Shit, sorry.
Calm down.
I've been like outside your window all night, just tapping on it, trying to get your attention.
Oh, that's what that was. Okay.
Yeah. I think we'll have a good podcast. I'm not real sure. I don't think any of our podcasts have been very good.
This one's gonna be spooky.
I mean, one thing's for certain. It'll be scary.
Mm-hmm.
We
Yeah.
should just be all like super quiet so then we make everybody feel super uneasy. Except the people listening will probably just turn it off.
Yeah, they'll be like, "What the fuck is this?" I paid $4 to listen to this on my iPhone.
We should have recorded it super late at night with all the lights in the house off, and we all have to go to the bathroom and look in the mirror and then say the Bloody Mary thing 3 times.
Yeah, it should have been 2 a.m. instead of 2 p.m.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well,
We could-
2 p.m. for you.
Oh,
Okay, I was gonna ask that
It's
question. I
late
was
in
just
my
like,
time zone. Oh my gosh, it's 3 p.m. here, man. I could go to bed
Same.
right now.
yeah.
Well, Crouton, you're the new person here. Tell us about yourself. 'Cause I don't think we all
all
really know you.
That's all right. I don't really know myself either, so it's okay.
who are you?
I'm Crutonjohn. I used to live in Texas and I moved to Virginia. I know Himegoto personally. We
Yeah.
met a few times.
Oh, yeah.
He used to work with my sister, and so we kind of met through that and have been hanging out and just talking back and forth. During the day, I am a site reliability engineer, which is fancy talk for I make computers work. And outside of that, I am typically either playing video games or working on my home lab, and that's it.
Tell us a bit
Interesting.
about your own lab and the stuff that you work on at home.
Oh, okay. I run a 3-node, 3-master Kubernetes cluster, which is like a distributed computing platform. I kind of just host all of my own stuff like myself. So instead of like using Google Drive or like OneDrive or whatever, I just host all that stuff myself. Like a password manager, host that myself. It's not stuff that I write, it's just stuff that, like applications that are appealing to me and that I could get use out of. Basically, it's just like a really heavy and really expensive server rack in my closet. That's all it is. It's just like a giant, drag on the wallet every month for the electric bill. It's a good way to have a space heater in your closet for whatever reason.
Well, it gets cold up there, so
Yeah, it is. It's
Wait,
starting
does
to
it
cool
get
down
cold
here.
in Virginia?
What?
what?
Yeah,
Is that,
how cold
is
does
that
it
a
get in
legitimate
Virginia?
question? I couldn't tell if you're being sarcastic or not. But yeah,
I'm
it
being
does.
sarcastic.
Okay, it does. Definitely does. A lot colder here than in Texas, that's for sure.
Because he lives further north. BeterBan lives further north than you do, Crouton. So
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Sorry.
Now
I live in the Mitten.
What the
The Mitten.
nice.
And I saw a kitten a moment ago. Is that your little homie?
Yeah, we adopted 2 cats, 2 little kittens.
Oh, that's
My girlfriend and I. So they're all right. I don't keep up with them. They do their own thing.
Damn. L.
It's kind of just what cats do. They like go
Yeah,
around.
you just you just let them knock all your shit off your shelves and then they're good. That's what they want. It's
Dang.
fulfilling.
Do you
My
have any
cats
issues?
don't be like that.
I was gonna say, do you have any issues with them? Do they ever mess with any of your like hardware or any of your cables or anything like that? Or is that not really an issue?
Yeah, they kind of sometimes chew cables. I've been doing my best to stay on top of it, but they get like free roam around the house, which like we also have a dog, so
Oh, okay.
they get free roam at nighttime because the dog sleeps in like our room. So we shut the door and the catches are like you hear their little collars because they have little bells on them. They're just all over the house. You can't tell where they are because it sounds like the bell is just emanating from the entire house.
Dan, talking about Spooktober, holy.
Yeah, man, crazy.
Yeah, dude, it's scary, man. I can't even sleep at night, dude.
Sorry, weird question. I saw you have golf clubs.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you golf often?
I try. I really wish I would have got out more like this summer because with like the human malware going around, it probably would have been super
Human
easy.
malware.
It probably been super easy to get a good tea time. But you know, I went like 2 or 3 times this summer, which is pretty down from normal summer. But yeah,
Man, I haven't gone out at all this year. I was just like, I don't know. All the stuff that's open right now is just not that great. Like all the courses that are open.
I hadn't been
And
outside
all the
in
nice
years.
ones opened up super late.
the
And
season
then
is
they're
like,
like no carts for some of the courses. And I usually don't go karting, but like it was pretty hot out this summer, so I was just like, yikes.
I do. I'm fat. I got a cart. I can't. I started working out recently, but like I'm too fat. I have to have a cart. Plus, I mean, if you don't have a cart, then how are you gonna like drink beer? Like, do you just carry it with you the whole time?
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't karting
Uh,
it just opens up a door for a greater golfing experience?
Yeah.
Speaking of cats, my cat literally just walked into my room and just threw up all over the floor. That's all she did.
Dude, your cat is possessed, dude.
Yeah.
Your cat's possessed.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my gosh.
Oh.
All right, I'll book a flight. I'll be out there in a couple weeks. Going to Florida next week, but I'll be there a week after, and we'll exercise your cat.
Bring a UV
Oh,
light,
Florida.
a Ouija
What?
board. Bring
Yeah,
out
I'm going to.
things.
I got to go to Florida.
You're going to Florida? So,
What are you going
yeah.
to Florida for?
We're
Yeah,
going to
what are you
Disney
going to
World,
Florida?
dude.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
am too. Well, that's next year, but
You be careful.
You're going.
That human
You're
malware.
leaving tomorrow, just like me. You're leaving tomorrow to go to Disney World. I'll see you there, dude.
oh man, no, we're going in March.
Have you been to
Okay.
Universal before?
I've been to the whole thing. I've been to all the parks, like when I was in high school, which now is closer to 10 years ago than like, going now.
Did
Obviously.
Katie go
So-
with you?
No, I went for like a high school like band thing.
Oh, okay.
We were meant to like play, but I don't think we were good enough. So they just took us to go on
Sweet.
vacation, I guess. I don't know.
Dang.
When I went to Universal, I was like dying of some kind of flu or something. This is like 15 years ago. And I was walking around the park and it sounded like somebody put a bowl over the left side of my face. So I couldn't hear out of that side of my head.
It's
Yeah.
probably good, like when you're going to, like the Tower of Terror, right? Like you can't hear anything, and just suddenly you're falling. You don't know what it is. You're just like first time you've ever been. You're like, what is this? And you can't hear what anybody's explaining to you, and you just get in this elevator and like fall
Drops.
5 stories down.
It's like, damn, that was a crazy elevator.
Yeah, wow. We
Yeah,
just
well,
walked up. We just walked up from here, but I mean, I guess that was fun. It was an elevator.
It's like every other elevator I've ever been on.
I was just gonna say, what kind of like spooky haunted houses are you going into if that's like the elevator you get on all the time?
Abandoned hospitals that still have power on for some reason. I just go and ride their elevators all night long.
That's
Dang,
actually
you've
rare.
clearly never seen Outlast, have you?
Oh, that's true. That's true. Outlast
Yeah.
did have some spooky elevator times in that game. That was fun. I enjoyed that game though. I played through it with like my buddy CJ, and we would only play it at nighttime with all the lights off for maximum
Ooh.
effectiveness.
Yeah.
And I'm
One
like, I'm
game
not.
I'm-
I don't do scary games. Like I don't even do scary movies.
I
I'm
don't like them
a
either.
scary cat, dude.
The following night, dude, I'm trying to lay there and I just look into my closet and I'm like, I'm just gonna open my eyes.
I
Something will
remember
just be there.
we were on your stream one night, James. Like
Mm-hmm.
me and Light King were just posting stupid, scary videos in your chat, and you're like, "Please stop! I can't."
Oh
handle
yeah. I was like, I do not want to watch these guys. I was like, please, seriously.
It's terrifying. I can't do it. It just scares me. Like it lasts so long. Like it's not the duration of the movie that's
Mhm.
bad. It's like after the movie.
Yes,
That's the
exactly.
part that gets me. Is like
Yeah.
you have to go home and you're like going home from the movie theater or whatever, and you get home. You know, back when you could go to movie theaters, you like go home and then you're just like alone,
Yeah.
and that I just can't. It kills me. Kills me.
It helps a bit now though that someone lives with me, but yeah, like before I wouldn't even I remember one night I was about to go to bed. It was like 2 a.m. and then I watched a TikTok where it was, and excuse me for watching TikToks, I know.
You're
No,
not
it's not
excused.
It was through Twitter. It was through Twitter that I saw this
Make-
video.
Make no mistake, this does not excuse you from watching it. But continue.
This lady's working out and there's like text on the screen and she's like, yeah, I was in the middle of my workout and I heard something downstairs. And then I didn't actually watch it. I turned the phone away from me because I kind of saw it was coming, but apparently she walks up to her camera and her face, turns and it's like really loud and it screams. And then I could not sleep until like 5:30. It just destroyed me that much for like the next 2 hours. So annoying.
I think the only time like I can really watch scary movies though is like when I am like I'm either with people or like with somebody, and then I have the goal just because of my defense mechanism to just make fun of it the whole time. So that's all I do. So I just try and make fun of it and like joke my way out of this like terrifying situation where you're like, wow, who would do that? That's so stupid. And then it uses snowball and everybody's making jokes and yeah.
Have you guys? I played that new game, Phasmophobia.
Yep.
Where it's like you're a ghost hunter,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a pretty scary game. I played it with Cade, and Cade was screaming like a little girl the entire time.
For real?
Yeah.
Okay, do you think it's scary, Austin, or does Cade just think it's scary?
I got jump scared like 2 or 3 times, and that's probably the only scares I got. But I don't think jump scares are real scares, except for James, where James sees his jump scare and he can't sleep for 4 weeks.
He did that little maze game. He still has like nightmares about that little maze game from back in like 2009.
He wakes up and he's like, Taylor, do you think that maze game was real or based on a true story? James, shut the hell up. I'm sleeping.
I was watching Cade play the other night too with Zonell and some others. It looks like a lot of fun, and it wasn't like super scary to the point where like I wouldn't want to play it. It actually looked, especially because I'm playing with other people. So
I'd play with Cade more because Cade's like the funniest guy ever when he's scared.
yeah, when it comes to scary content, he is pretty funny.
I don't know if it's like when we played it, like we just. I think the group of friends I played it with, which includes my girlfriend, I think we're just too stupid to understand how the mechanics work. So we just like everybody would grab like 3 items and then just run in and like start shouting the name of the Albert, Albert, come out, you stupid idiot! Like just shouting like obscene shit at this apparition or whatever. Like it was, we played it not the right way, and it wasn't that scary. But
Does
my
somebody
girlfriend
control
cat.
the apparition?
No. It's just AI. Like it's just yeah, it's weird. Like, and it's not even really that good. I don't feel like. Like
Yeah, that's how
don't
I
know.
feel. It's like a really bad game, but it's kind of fun to play.
Yeah, the concept of the game is cool, but the execution is like,
But it's a
It just
VR
didn't
game,
really-
so like I think that's kind of where the big problem is, where it's a VR game and everybody's just playing normal. So you're like running
Yeah.
at the speed of snails.
Funny enough, if you hadn't told me that, or if you had not said that, I would not know that it's a VR game because everyone I've seen play it is just playing it on mouse and keyboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would never, I could never do a VR scary game, dude. That like,
I'll
whew,
pass too.
Let me tell you,
No
me
chance.
neither.
I feel like that would be the
Uh,
best VR experience.
What, horror game?
Yeah.
I mean, it would definitely be an experience, absolutely. But
Let me
not
tell
one
you
that-
what the best VR game is right now.
Go ahead.
Skyrim.
Okay.
Skyrim
I was
VR,
super worried
oof.
what that was going to be.
oh my gosh, are we
Honey
doing
Pop
this?
VR, boys, it's happening.
That's awful.
What are they doing? Aren't they about to release the game again? And it's what's the deal with that? Does anyone know?
What? Wait, with Honey Pop?
No.
Yeah, dude.
I thought that's what he was
Honey Pop
talking about. I was like, I'm just gonna sit back and let this one happen because I don't even know anything about this game.
I played Honey Pop once and then like ran out of anything to do and decided this was stupid and turned it off.
How can you run out of things to do in Honey Pop? Shake my head.
I'm just not attracted to 2D women, Peter. What can I say?
Dang. Come down, son. It's just a cartoon.
All right, never mind. I guess I was.
I think we're confused about what you're talking about.
Yeah, you still haven't clarified.
Yeah.
I'm looking. I swear they were because you know how they've placed the game on so many different consoles and they've released it where it included all the DLC.
Oh, you're talking about Skyrim.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been talking about Honey Pop for 3 minutes, James.
I'm
And
sorry.
I think we're talking about Honey Pop, and you're talking about
I am still on. Yeah. All right.
some irrelevant crap that no one
Carry
cares
on.
about.
Yeah, dude. Only real men
Saturdays.
talk about Honey Pop on their spooky podcast.
Halloween stream.
Spooky screen.
I have been trying to get back into Witcher 3, though, speaking of Skyrim. I know they're not really that related. But I've
My
been trying to
girlfriend
force
wanted
myself.
to play.
I've been trying to force myself to play it.
Have you played a bunch of Gwent?
No.
Is that
I'm
the
trying to
card
skip-
game?
Yeah, I'm trying to skip all that stuff and just get through the main game. It's really hard.
I would just like run through the woods and scream. Not in game, you just scream in real life while you're playing the game and like marathon your way through the game. Does that make any sense? I don't think so.
Wait, they have VR
Ooh.
Witcher 3.
Get you a treadmill and just like run while you're playing the game.
Oculus Quest.
I really
I
want to get the
completely
new
forgot
one.
that was a thing.
I still have the original, not the original Oculus, but like the first consumer version or whatever. I tried it at PAX East, I don't know, it's probably like a year or so after they came out with it. And I tried it and I was like, yeah, and I was like, dude, I've got to buy one. I don't care how much it costs. I'm going to buy one. So I bought one as soon as I got home for like $700, however much it was, like $600-700.
Ooh.
And then like, I don't know, maybe 4 months later, 5 months later, they like released a newer version that was cheaper than what I had even paid for mine. So
Wow.
I'm stuck with something that I cannot sell because it doesn't carry enough value for me to warrant selling
Wait, which
it.
Oculus do you have? I'm
This
confused.
it's
You
I
have
think it's the
CV one?
CV1. Yeah, the CV1. Yeah.
Yeah, I have that one too.
I want to get the
I-
new one that's like completely wireless. 'Cause I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
like
The
doing
Oculus
wires.
Quest is really cool. Like the new one, the
Yeah.
Oculus Quest 2. It's got a better screen than the the Rift, or like the original Rift, by like a lot.
Yeah, that's the one I want. I want that, and because I have like my sim racing stuff that I
You
want to use.
sim
with
race?
it. Yeah.
No
Yes.
way. Yo, same. What's your favorite title?
I've done iRacing, and I played a lot of Dirt Rally 2.0.
No way.
Yeah.
Same. That's like my main game. That's my main sim race.
He stands the Dirt Rally.
Dude, I love Dirt Rally too.
Oh man.
It's fun. I'm
yeah,
trying.
no,
Like
I
I'm
hope,
not good at it. Like I'm not great. I can't set sometimes, but it's fun for me to go in and like try and figure out the courses, and I enjoy like knowing like rally directions.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun to just know. I feel like.
I've thought about setting up stream to do Dirt Rally too, because I do have like some really competitive times. Like the highest I've ever placed on some of the leaderboards is like second. I've never actually held a record, but I've gotten really close.
Oh, I didn't know you were
So-
that. All right.
Wow.
Man. Skilled.
Peter puts on his VR headset and gets in his real car and drives it on the road.
He's driving like a Jeep Wrangler. He's like, all right, I'll see you guys. I'm gonna
It's time
go
to
set
go,
some
boy.
time.
Yeah.
God. That's so
Do you
funny.
do-
I've not really met any other people that like sim race, and then they're like, "Yeah, I play Dirt Rally too," and I'm like, "What?"
Yeah, I think it's fun. Like I obviously I'm more drawn to like the road courses, like because
Oh yeah,
I'm cheap, so I'll do like the road courses, but I'm more speaking towards like iRacing. I'll do like the Miata at Lime Rock and just like play for like an hour, get some laps in, and then I'm good.
See, I wanted to get into iRacing, and then I looked at how expensive it was, and I was just like, I don't want to get into iRacing.
It's like
It's
$30 for 3
monthly
months.
fee. Yeah, but like I don't know, just having to buy the cars and tracks I want, it's a little off-putting. Like I
Yeah,
don't want
but
to
you
be
buy it
stuck
once
like
and you're
racing a
done.
Miata.
That's it.
It's
You
not
just
like
buy it one
Miata
time.
racing is not fun, but I don't think I would want to like exclusively just do that over and over again for a while, just because
And
I
you
don't
have-
want to spend
I
money.
think it's cool because you have to like get your licenses, so you have to get
Yeah,
licensed.
yeah.
for
There's
each
like
thing.
ranks and stuff.
Yeah. It's fun. I need to get back into it. I haven't played it in a while.
God, I really wanted to. I was really hoping Project Cars 3 would be good, and then it wasn't.
Yeah, that was funny. It was just like arcade. You might as well just buy like Cruisin' USA.
Yeah, might as well buy like Asphalt for your Android or iPhone. It's terrible.
They're still fun. Like I feel like they're still fun. They're still fun to be had there. Like
Project Cars
Horizon,
1 and 2 are really good.
Horizon
3.
Forza Horizon 4. I played
Oh
that
yeah,
one.
yeah. No, I played a
That-
lot of that.
That's fun to just like I don't know drive
That-
anything. Like I was back when I was like searching for a car that I wanted to buy like in real life. I was gonna finance a car, and I was stuck between getting like between the availability of getting a Miata and the like cool factor of buying an S2K. And so I bought both of them on Horizon and drove them. And I was like,
You like
whatever.
the Miata kind of lame.
It is lame. I did wind up buying a Miata though.
You did? What kind of which generation?
NC 2015.
Oh, cool.
Power hardtop.
See, I mean, I don't dislike Miatas. Like, I actually really want an NA Miata, but they're just like they can be pretty expensive sometimes if they're in like the good condition ones are kind of expensive.
Yeah, get this. My buddy that I work with, he lives like down the street from me. He has an NA Miata he picked up off of one of his friends for $500.
Oh my god, what a gamer.
And he is like done all the work to it.
Yeah, like the cool thing about Miatas is that you can find aftermarket parts for them like everywhere. So
Yep.
you can do quite a few stuff to them to like actually get like a lot more horses and torque. So
Yeah, obviously I did the first things first on my NC. I put in a touchscreen stereo with Apple CarPlay wireless. So that was the first thing I had to do. It's crucial.
I'm trying to remember. I don't think the NC like How many horses does it have? I don't remember.
Not very many. It's the biggest and probably the slowest of all of them.
Yeah, like I definitely know that NC is like the more niche one. Not a lot of people like go out and buy the NC.
If it wasn't, I'll tell you this: if I showed up to the dealership and it wasn't a power hardtop, I would not have bought it.
Yeah, the power
But
hardtops are cool. So
it's like the hottest thing ever. Goes up and down in 10 seconds.
yeah, do you have to? For the NC, do you have to like pull the car to a stop to get it to do the hardtop down?
Yeah,
Okay,
sadly.
yeah. That's what I thought. I was just like, because I know that ND
no
power
60
top does
no
the same.
60 mile an hour, like, with the hand pulling it up over
Yeah,
It's not bad, though. I enjoy it. I had fun. Or I'm having fun with it. We go out. We have a bunch of people that drive, like, have really nice, like, BMWs and stuff. Guys that I work with. The 15 people that own, like, a Subaru WRX. So,
oh my god, dude.
yeah,
Subaru.
we all go driving.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we got the Blue Ridge Mountains over here in Virginia, so we go tear it up every once in a while.
What was I just had this on my mind for like a second and then I forgot. Oh,
Nice.
yeah, no. We might need to start segueing off because I don't think James or Austin know what we're talking about.
I Google a lot of things while you guys are going, kind of so I can follow along or whatever.
I understand
Oh, I
it's
remember
about
what I was
cars.
gonna say.
That's all I
Yeah.
got.
Yeah.
Do you ever go to Cars and Coffee?
No.
Oh,
No,
you know
I
what it
don't-
is though,
I don't
right?
meet up. Yeah, I don't know meetups.
Dude, the Cars
I
and
don't like
Coffee in my
people.
area sucks. It's so bad. There's one cool guy. He's got like a turbo like NA Miata with like a ton of suspension mods, and then he like spray painted it to look super like gross, but like on purpose. But
Interesting.
yeah, no, it's kind of cool. But like everybody else there are like exchange students at the university that I'm like live next to. And they're like from, I don't know, a lot of them are from like South Korea or Japan, and their parents are like absolutely loaded. So you just see everybody with a BMW. Like they're all like driving like these brand new BMWs.
That's weak, dude. We have a kid that like I live next to like a huge university with a bunch of rich kids that go there. Kind of similar situation. And there's one kid that has like a McLaren. He's like
Oh my god.
in college with a McLaren. Like, I'm like, all right. I mean, whatever. No big deal. I'll just keep making my super large car payment on this like 2015 Miata. Meanwhile, you can just drive whatever the hell you want.
God, that's gross.
Good.
Anyway, yeah,
It's-
we can segue though, because it's
Yeah,
I don't feel like we can talk about it later though if you want.
Yeah, I'm down to
definitely
talk more car.
I mean, anything that like just listening to people talk about things they're passionate about is always cool for sure,
Yeah.
and it makes for good content. So
He said the C word.
the next question for you, Mr. Crouton, is about your PC, man. What kind of parts you got in your build there?
I just recently, sadly, rebuilt my computer like this past summer because I didn't have anything better to do because we've all been stuck at home. So
I'm guessing you're saying sadly because of all the new stuff that's coming out and has come out.
yeah, when I get to one specific part, you'll know what I mean.
Oh boy, I bet he bought a 2080 Ti.
I just did a completely fresh build, new case, new everything. I got an AMD Ryzen 9 3900X. I bought for the first time ever 32 gigs of RAM, so that's pretty cool. I got an MSI 2080 Super, so not quite as
Okay,
bad.
it's not as bad as it could have been.
Yeah, I'm still gonna get it probably next year whenever they're more available. I'll probably get a 3080, right? Yeah, 3080.
Don't want
And
the
then get rid of this
3090
dang old-
Ti?
No,
You don't want to buy two
don't
of those and put that in your build?
I don't have that much money.
Sell a kidney or something, dude. What are you complaining about?
I don't know. Give me another stimulus check and I'll buy one, dude. Yeah, I just added more storage and stuff, general crap. I bought two 1 terabyte SSDs and just put them in RAID 0 just for game storage. I have a problem with storage.
You
I mean,
like
it sounds like
storage.
you like your servers. So
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I have a problem with buying hardware. I have to like stop myself. Do I really need this? And the answer is
Yeah.
usually yes. And then I'm just like, I go ask my girlfriend, like, can I buy? Am I allowed to do this? Like, is like I realize this is my own money and like I can pay for it and it's okay. But am I allowed to do this? Is that allowed?
no,
And she's
that's
usually
too
like,
much
I don't.
money.
She's just like, I don't care. I don't care what you do. It's not my money.
I need to build a Synology NAS, please. Let me have a
Dude,
$1,000.
no, dude. I got a disc shelf. I bought a disc shelf instead and connected that up to a Dell 610.
Okay.
So it's just like free storage, You just gotta populate it.
It's free real estate.
It's free real estate. That stuff is expensive though. Like, and especially because I have to keep so many parts on hand, like redundant parts, just in case stuff breaks. Because, I like having the availability and the uptime. So
Yeah.
if something's broken, like I need to have a part on hand instead of waiting, 2 days or more, depending on if I order from Amazon or if I order from eBay.
I wish I would have thought the same way. That way
It's
you could
really
look-
cool though. Like if you ever want to do like server stuff at your house, I'm a part of this really cool community called Kate's at Home. So if you ever want to do like distributed computing at your house on the cheap, you can just buy like 6 Raspberry Pis and just do it that way. Those are really cheap. I run 3 of them right now, and that's part of like my main cluster.
I have one for like an Apache web server. That's like the only thing I use my Pi for.
Mm.
I host a website
You don't even like run Pi-hole or anything like that?
I don't think so. Like I bought it for college and then I just like never touched it ever again. I host
Oh,
a
man.
website called winefordogs.com.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I think I've ordered from you.
Yeah. You got to
Still
get your
waiting.
you got to have your dog enjoy life as much as you.
It's still on back order, but that's been like 3 years. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts. I'm rich as fuck from all this wine for dogs.
It's a weird way to say extortion.
Yeah, it sounds like a money laundering front.
Yeah.
Just like H1Z1, baby.
At least I got something out of
Did you though?
that.
How many hours do you have in it?
I have over 1,500.
I think that's more than me on CS. Across like my 3 accounts.
How many do you have on
Yeah.
CS, James?
What's up?
How many do you have on CS?
Oh, not much, because I only really played it the first few years I had my computer, because that's when those guys were into it. But as far as CS goes, I have 249 hours.
Okay, I have 1,455 hours.
Nice.
Oh, you have like tree fitty.
I don't even.
I've been
have
playing.
100.
I've been playing a lot of DayZ lately.
Oh yeah, I've seen you guys in your Discord talking about it
Yeah.
for sure.
It's interesting. Like it's definitely come a long way from when I was like playing it in college in like 2012. And I'd just waste so much time on it and not actually do my college work. And back then it was like not even close to something you'd want to waste your time on like that. Like it was awful. It was the worst. It ran like crap. Like nobody had a computer that could run that game. And then now like I have a really banging computer and it runs pretty well. It's like it's fine. I get like almost 200 FPS. So I mean, whatever.
That's pretty juicy.
How many
Oh.
Ethernet cables do you have laying around your house?
How many?
Yeah.
I have A bunch in the server rack, just that aren't even being used. I'm just saying they're in like drawers in the server rack that just sit there. And then, are we
Okay.
talking about used or unused? I guess that's probably an easier question.
Well, have you ever thought about making a little crown out of them and becoming the server king?
Maybe.
Now
How would you?
here's
Is it like
the-
would it be like a woven crown? Like you weave them
Yeah,
together?
probably with the cables,
Yeah.
and then the ends would like stick up.
Because I was thinking about the logistics of that, and I don't know what you would do.
All right, here we go. Another incognito tab joins the fray.
Now here's the gamer question: do you buy your Ethernet cables or do you make your own?
No, I just have one of my buddies works in networking, so I just make him do it. He has a box of like 2,000,000,000 feet of like Cat 5e, and I'm just like, hey, I need like a 40-foot cable, and he's like, all right. He comes over, we measure it out, he crimps it, we're good to go.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I do at my house. Since
if you're buying
got-
them, you're doing it wrong. If you're buying them, you're doing it the wrong way, because if you like you're trying to run like a certain length, right? Like you're trying to go from this switch to like, oh, my computer and it's over here. But you don't need to buy like a 20-foot one because the run is only like 13.5 feet or something. So just make a cable that's 13.5 feet or however you want to run it. Like if you want to run it along your baseboard or like, up on a table or something.
That's pretty much. I remember when I got my A+ certification. I took a course on it beforehand to get me prepped for the exam, and the professor told me, he was just like, I'm going to teach you how to make these, but that's not useful. It's just like, I don't know, he just really hated making them, so he just told us that it was not worth the time.
You took that as
But
part
I
of
did
college?
not listen. Yeah, I took A+ in college.
Okay. So I have a kind of a funny story. It's probably not worth the effort of me going to explain it, but I'm going to do it anyway. So the buddy that works in networking, his name's Zach, and he and I both never finished college. Like we both started working in like IT, and then we started doing what we wanted to do after we graduated, so we both just quit going to school. And so it was funny because he like started to get in like the networking side of stuff, and at the school that we work at, they needed somebody to come teach the cabling thing for the A+, these like IT kids and like this program or whatever. So they asked him to come do it. So I think it's funny that he never finished college, and then he was going to teach college students how to like do stuff. I just thought it was funny. See, I told you it wasn't worth it. Nobody even laughed. It was awful.
So you never finished, and you're still not finished today, right?
Yep, deferred. That's what I put on my
Do you feel like it was
resume.
an okay career choice?
You can't say I quit on your resume. You gotta put deferred. That's the that's
deferred.
What you have to put. Yeah. So that
I
makes
was too
it sound
smart.
like
My college was intimidated.
they made me quit. They were like, "Please don't show up.
You're too good."
Wait, what was your question? I already forgot.
I was wondering if like you felt like it was an okay career choice to do that. Like, do you feel like you could have been more successful now with a degree, or do you feel like you'd be in just about the same spot?
As far as like where I'm at in my career, I think it was a fine choice to make. Especially considering like, how much college costs these days. Like, there are people that are my age that are like $100,000 in debt, and they like live in a studio apartment, and they drive like a 2001 Toyota Corolla, and they're like, I'm barely making it. And as far as like that aspect of it goes, like I feel like I made the right decision. Like any day of the week, I would go back and make the exact same choice. But I think ultimately it depends on what you want to do. Like if you're into like the computer sciencey stuff, and like you want to be like a developer, like you want to write C++ or whatever forever, I feel like having a strong background in like programming concepts is useful, and I think you can get that out of going to college. Like, I think there are some things that I might have missed out on in that regard of like, just learning from these like old dudes who have been programming since like they were doing punch cards, and they're like, okay, we're going to show you how to do like all this stuff. In that aspect, I think I missed out, but I don't think it's going to hinder me because there's so many resources online and elsewhere that you can just learn how to do it on your own at your own pace for free. So
yeah, like I'm a computer programmer, and I finished my associates in like programming analysis, which is like I'm gonna say business programming, but not everybody knows what that means necessarily. Like like SQL, stuff like that.
Yeah, it's programming. Yeah,
You can make so much
Like
money with
it's
SQL.
mostly like related to like making applications surrounded by like SQL, and like making database calls and writing like web apps with like JavaScript backends, like such as like Angular, React, etc. Stuff like that. That's pretty much what I learned to do.
JavaScript frameworks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like the main one
That's
I work on
useful,
is
though.
Angular.
That's useful, and that's like
It
a
is
skill
useful,
that you can
but-
take anywhere.
And especially since it's such like a hot and rising thing, it's like a lot of companies are moving off of things like Java web pages, or I don't know about ASP. ASP still got pretty strong hold on everybody, but I know JSP is like dying, and a lot of people are switching over to using like Angular, React, Vue, stuff like that.
Mhm.
But I want to do like game development, so like this experience may not like the programming aspect of what I learned is not necessarily that useful for programming games.
I think it's I don't know. It's really difficult. I don't think it harmed me at all because I'm like a very like physical learner person, so like I have to do it and fail at it like 2 million times before I can do it right one time, and that's how I learn, is just by breaking stuff. And the like college experience isn't really conducive to like, that whole learning mechanism, I guess. It's more of just like you're on these rails, and it's like, okay, this is what the final exam is going to be, and these are all the things you got to learn to do the final exam, and then maybe have like a couple projects on the way to the final. But it's not free form. I don't know, I can't be caged. I just can't live in a cage. You can't hold me back.
What an incredible.
So how
man.
did you find your job like without your degree?
To be quite frank about it, I legitimately got the job because I was from Texas. That's it.
What?
That's it. The person that was conducting the interview really liked Texas and had friends that lived there, and she was like, she offered me the job like the next day. So
Did you go into the interview with an accent then?
oh yeah,
or like
yeah.
during it, you're
Mhm.
like, well, I work on the computers, and
Yeah, it was it was a very entry level job. It was like sysadmin 1,
oh
like
boy,
overnight shifts, like doing 12-hour shifts. So I feel like they would have hired a monkey to do it, But yeah, it was just dumb sheer luck, really. I mean, I can't take any credit for it because back then I don't feel like I knew as much, obviously, as I know now, but as much as most people do. Especially if you go to college, which I didn't.
To be honest, like from people I do know with like bachelors and stuff, I feel like most of the stuff you learn is on the job and not during college, because sometimes they'll like teach you stuff in college, especially in IT, that is not useful.
Did you hear that?
Yeah,
from
well,
me?
here, you think about like the programs they have, or like the languages they use in college, right? Like you're looking at like Java,
COBOL.
or
They teach COBOL
God,
in college.
I
still.
hope not.
Yeah, we had a college class that taught COBOL for
Did
some
you really?
reason. Yeah.
How old was the teacher? The professor, I guess I
He's
should
in
say.
his 50s or something like that.
Wow. I mean, you could probably get a really banging job if you knew how to do COBOL really well.
Most of the time, like companies hire COBOL programmers to get rid of COBOL. They're like, "Hey, we've been on COBOL forever, and we don't understand this. So we need you to go in and understand this, so then we can convert this over to like something that's not COBOL."
I mean, a lot of like financial institutions still,
Yeah, banks and stuff still use COBOL.
and the upgrade like time for them is like, maybe within the next 5 to 10 years they'll figure it out. Like it's pretty old as far in like the finance sector. It's terrible.
All right, do we have any other questions?
Yeah. What's your favorite Goosebumps episode?
I have a few. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's
Do I have to
fine.
narrow it down to one?
No, man.
All
Tell
right,
us about it.
dude, tell us.
Okay. I definitely like the haunted mask.
Oh boy, that's
Yeah.
the one I was just thinking too.
Really? I love that one.
That's the one with
It's
the girl
scary.
that gets like the mask stuck to her face,
Mhm.
right?
And she like puts it on because she wants to be scary or whatever, and then like
It never comes off.
yeah, it never comes off, and then the guy is like, "Oh, you gotta find like a love token or something." I don't remember.
I have a weird pull for mine. It's the one where the kid goes to summer camp and all the children start disappearing. And at the end, they look up at the sky and they're like, "You're going to Earth, Timmy." And they point at the sky, and the Earth's where the moon should be. They were on the moon the entire time.
That's actually pretty cool.
That was a 2-part episode.
What is that one called? It's like
Scaredy camp, something dumb like that.
it has like a stupid pun in the name. Because like all of them, I feel like most of them do.
Yeah, most of them are like dumb, spooky.
When I was like looking at, because dude, I can't even tell the last time I watched Goosebumps. So I was like, I gotta look at something. I gotta look this up. And I remember reading the books. Like I remember getting them at the like little book fairs. You like order them. What do they call it? Scholastic Book Fair.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember doing that and reading them. But then I don't really remember watching them a whole lot. So I like went back and looked, and as I was looking through all of these, like, what are effectively the book names, I would realize that a band that I used to listen to back in like 2008 or 2009 came out, like all of their song titles were named after Goosebumps books. And so I went on this long tangent and like was starting like listening to the songs and stuff again. It was great. It was it was like a double nostalgia trip. It was fantastic. The band is called Dr. Acula. That's the band.
Yeah, I know that.
Dracula.
Yeah.
So that episode is called "Welcome to Camp Nightmare."
Ah, okay. It wasn't a pun name.
No, yeah, it's just something silly.
And it's October, so if there was a time to watch it, it's right now.
I may have to. I feel like, how old are you when you like watch these?
These I didn't watch them when they were airing because I was like probably 4 or 5. Like I was 4 in 1999. Yeah, I think that's right. So I was like super young. They were like rerunning when I was in high school. So that's been about 10 years ago. It's about 15.
I was just trying to think if it would be appropriate for like a 7-year-old to watch them.
I don't
Is
know.
it?
Like maybe children are kind of weird. Like they're
Oh boy.
big scared idiots. Little scared idiots.
What is that subreddit called? Our kids are fucking stupid.
Yes. Yes.
I think of that all the time. All the time. It's just that subreddit is so funny to me.
Okay, I just checked. Goosebumps aired from 95 to 98.
Oh,
So-
really?
What a short window. That's incredibly small.
I mean, that's 4 years. Wait, no, I'm dumb. 3, sorry. I don't know why I
Nailed
said
it.
thought 94.
Maybe you should go to finish college, dude.
Well, if it aired for most of 8, then it would be like 1995, 6, 7, 8. So
It aired for almost exactly 3 years. Does it start October 95 and ended November 98?
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna hit you guys with to get you guys to feel that boomer energy. I wasn't even born yet.
Oof.
What are you, like a 2001 kid?
No,
2004?
not that late. 99.
You were a 2010 kid, weren't you? I knew it.
Oh boy. Please, mister.
Welcome to our podcast where we have a 10-year-old as our member.
One of our co-hosts.
Crouton, when's the last time you had Burger King?
I went and had that non-beef burger.
Oh, okay. Was it?
Did you guys try that?
I haven't tried it myself.
It was good. It's not a burger. Like, it doesn't taste like a burger. The commercials were an outright lie. But it was good. Like, it tasted good. It's edible, you know. You can eat it.
I had a
was it?
That was like maybe
Whopper or
yeah. It was like probably like 2-3 months ago. I went I saw the commercials. Like, I kind of want to try this. Like, I haven't been to Burger King in a long time. Let's see how it's going. You know, let me check up on the franchise, see what's up. And so we go there, and I'm like, yeah, can I get the Impossible Whopper? And they're like, yeah, we're out. So we just left. I was like, all right, see ya. And we just left. And then went back again, and they didn't have it again. And then finally, on like a whim, we were like already out doing something. And I was like, oh, let's stop by Burger King and see if they have it. And then they had it, and I tried it, and it was all right. And the fries were meh, you know. I do have fond memories of eating Burger King because where I grew up, it was like Burger King and Dairy Queen, and that was it. Those are the two.
You had a Burger King there?
Yeah, that's a weird pool.
It was in a gas station.
Oh,
Okay.
wow. All right.
Yeah. But it was good. I remember getting the I don't know, it's not a Parmesan chicken sandwich, is it? It was like they had like a long chicken sandwich.
I had some of those. Those were pretty good.
I like them.
I'm not familiar with that item.
I had a steakhouse burger the other day from them, and it was like 1,100 calories, and it made me feel like absolute trash after I ate them.
Wow.
Yeah.
1,100 calories.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Holy Jesus.
And I went back to my shitty job, and I was just like ate it while I was sat at my computer.
I don't know why, but that just sounds really good to me.
I'm hungry. I need to eat. I'm starving, so this is fantastic. I'm probably gonna go to Burger. Today was the last time I had Burger King. I'm about to
Done.
I'm going.
Yeah.
Reminds me of this one place I go to here. It's a Chinese place called Incredible here, and they give you so much food. Like yesterday, I spent $6 there, and I'm not even joking. I'm pretty sure that meal I bought was like almost 1,200 calories.
Is it the rice?
Like it's like
they just give you a bunch of rice.
Like half of the platter is rice, and the other two is just like 2 giant scoops of whatever you want. So
what do you get? What's your go-to?
I like beef and broccoli, and like lo mein.
Lo mein?
No,
I say lo mein. Is it not lo mein?
I'm not sure how it's exactly pronounced, because I mean I don't know if lo mein is I think it's a Chinese noodle, but whenever I hear my grandma say it, she says lo mein, and she's from Korea, so
Seems credible enough. I'll allow it.
she's not the right kind of Asian to know how it's pronounced. I don't know, but I'm not sure how it's supposed to be pronounced.
I posted a picture in chat. I know the viewers can't see it, but this thing is called like a nightmare burger.
Oh my
What
god!
in the actual?
What is that from? Where is that from?
That was a Burger King item for Halloween like 2 years ago.
Dude, I'd eat
And
Isn't that
so-
back?
Let me
You can
describe.
fucking see it stank from here.
How did it do?
It was pretty bad, apparently.
I'd
So-
I mean,
The marketing campaign for it was Burger King gave it to a bunch of people who were going to sleep and they had nightmares after eating. So they called it the Nightmare Burger.
Mm.
Man,
And-
I'd slam that.
For the people listening in, it's a green hamburger bun, onions, bacon, chicken, cheese, and a burger patty. And then
Chicken.
the bacon looks good. I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but I am not a big fan of onion. If it has that much onion on it, like on the actual burger, yeah, I would have nightmares too.
Dude, get out. How do you eat anything?
I mean, I'm not saying I don't eat anything without onion, but like if half the fucking thing's onion, I'm gonna spew.
just like your cat.
I would just fucking bite an onion, dude.
That's gross.
Man,
Why
see,
wouldn't
I
you do
don't-
that?
I know some people who just like they'll straight up eat onion, and it's I'm good.
I remember me and Dizzy watching this video of this like stupid kid on YouTube, and he was like, he went and bought an onion from Walmart, and his dad was like super pissed at him for like, not using it right. And then he just like bit into it like with the peel on and everything, and he started dying. It's pretty good. And then he came back and he was like, "Oh, people said I'm not supposed to have the peel on." And then he tried again and he died again. Good.
He died again. Let's
Yeah,
see.
double ghost.
Wow.
What kind of dog is that, Crouton?
That's real. What? What dog?
The one on the screen, of course.
That's a hamburger.
Damn.
It's called the Nightmare Burger. Have you heard of
Oh, I see. Nice.
Have you
No, I
already
have-
forgotten?
it? I have. I have an English Shepherd.
Okay.
How
Yeah,
old
he's
is the dog?
He's a little over a year old.
He's very cute.
He's all right. He's kind of a dick.
Man, when we asked him about the cats, he's like, "They're all right," and then when we ask about the dogs, he's like, "They're all right."
I mean, they're animals. I mean, I don't know. Am I weird? I feel like I'm weird. Like I don't feel like I can bond with animals that well.
I don't
Dang.
have a cat here currently, but unfortunately, I will in the future because Taylor
Yeah,
has
fuck
one.
you, Remy.
She
Fuck
has to
you and
bring-
your cat laugh.
She has to bring down from her former home. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think all of the upkeep is worth the affection with the animal. That's really how I feel. It's
Oh yeah, I lived on a farm, dude. Like
Damn.
we let all our cats and dogs live outside. We didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, see, if I could do that, then that's one thing. But I have to have all these animals cooped up inside of a townhouse
yeah.
24 hours a day, and like they shit and piss everywhere. Like, I don't know. Is that worth it?
Crutonjohn hit us with the human master race. Human
Yeah.
master race rise.
Big
I
truck.
poop.
Hold on,
I poop.
Crouton. You can't have a human as a pet. That's unethical.
Yeah, that was made illegal a long time ago.
Yeah, Abraham Lincoln did some shit about that or something.
I don't know. I didn't learn about that. I didn't go to college.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. They're all right. They're just all right. I don't know what to say. Like they're fun to hold. You know, like it's cool to like hold a cat and just be like,
I've
look
seen
at
you
this
post
tiny thing.
dog on Snapchat here and there. So
What did I do on Snapchat? Don't look at my Snapchat.
you would post the dog.
Just stop looking at the things I put out on public.
Talk about Snapchat. Don't mention.
I can't be held responsible for what you may or may not see on there.
Yes, sir. Well, we got some viewer questions here.
Yeah, hold on.
Uh-oh.
Do you guys hear that? It's like knocking. Knock.
Stop.
Ooh, it's a spooky man. Give me those questions, asshole. Okay. When were you the most scared in your whole life?
The most
Ooh.
scared in your whole life. Hmm.
I may have to think about this. I don't know. They're all pretty bad.
I've said this on the podcast before. It was when I was 7 years old and I was scared of Sail from Dragon Ball Z. That was when I was scared.
Okay.
Yeah, Sail.
Okay, here's a good one. So when I forgot what this show was called. It was they were like my sister used to watch it. It was like some show on maybe it was like on some like adult network, and it wasn't like a. I mean, it's probably it's fiction, but they didn't say it was fiction. It was like one of those like where like people talk about like their ghost experiences and stuff like that. It was almost like a ghost hunters thing, and I remember one episode they like talked about this woman that was like being haunted by this ghost, and there's like this scene where she was like taking a shower, and then like the ghost like slams its hands against like the shower curtain. You could like see the handprints through the shower curtain. And that like scared the shit out of me. Like it scared the shit out of like 7-year-old me. So ever since then, or like from there for like a couple years, I was not able to take a shower by myself, like without like having another person in the room.
Dang.
Dude, that
Oh wait,
shit
you were a
scarred
little
me
kid.
so bad.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know, like when I was a kid. There'd be
I
a
feel like-
problem if that was still true.
I feel like I've had a similar experience. Like, I don't know, every time for a long time, like every time I would get in the shower, like I would open the shower curtain and like make sure nobody was in there.
Yeah,
And, like
I did that
Dude,
when
I
I was
do
a
that.
little
like
kid.
lock the door, like, and then because of it, like it's apparently clowns can come out of pipes, so I'd like shut the sink
Did you
water
watch
drain,
it or
Yeah.
something?
and yeah, dude, that really scared me as a kid. It was pretty awful.
I remember not wanting to drink sodas without straws because I watched this Animal Planet documentary where like somebody drank a bee and then they died. So I would only drink sodas with straws, even though I was never outside.
Hmm.
There's welcome to my strange little world.
I think for me, it was actually when I think when Slenderman was really popular and Marble Hornets was actually making videos. That stuff had me on edge. I knew it was all fake and stuff, but I guess it just like, again, it's like if I'm in bed, it's dark. I'm like, he's outside my door, man. There he is.
Dude, I'm in the swimming pool and there's definitely a shark I can't see in this water with me.
Did you see that thing where those like little girl? I don't know. They were like little girls. They were like probably not even in the double digits, and they were like it was during the height of the Slender Man thing, and they like
Oh yes,
one of them lured one of them out in the woods and like murdered
yeah.
her.
Yeah,
She
Like,
didn't
how
die.
They're like
crazy
12.
is that?
I know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She like lived. They left him for dead, but she like came back and was like, "Bitch,
Yeah,
I
she like
lived."
crawled to like the
Yeah.
road, and like a cyclist found her.
Like, I just can't believe some of this stuff
know.
sometimes, dude.
Woo!
I'm pretty sure those girls got tried as adults.
Well,
Yeah, I remember watching like a little documentary or something about it. Oh man.
I don't know. I'm trying to think about like the most scary ever. It probably has something to do. I would go. I'd have very little supervision as a kid, and so like I would either take like a 4-wheeler and just like go trail riding or whatever, like out in the woods. And there are several times where, that sparked a memory. I just figured it out. Yeah, so there was this place out where I used to live called Witch's Tabernacle. Everybody called it Witch's Tabernacle, and it was like out where I used to live, and people would always ride their 4-wheelers out there and stuff. And that was the most scared I've ever been. Like everybody convinced me to go out there, so we all went out there, and people were like going inside this like abandoned, like half dilapidated, like I don't know, it was like a church or something. I don't know what it was. But I just like did not. I felt very bad vibes. I did not want to go out there.
there's apparently a geocache out there, according to geocache.com.
Witch's Tabernacle?
Yeah,
You looked it up? I gotta look it up.
yeah. Here, I'll post the link. I was just wondering where it's at.
Oh
yeah,
shit.
it's in Linden, Texas. That's where it is.
I was kind of rethinking mine. Like I've almost died several times, but I wouldn't say any of those are really scary. A lot of them are just like you never see it coming, so you're just kind of sitting there not scared. You're just like, "Huh, that happened, huh?" I had a cop I was speeding 5 over the limit, and he walked up to my car and started gripping his gun and screaming at me. That was kind of odd. I've been in car wrecks. I was laid in my yard dying of like some disease at one point, but like none of those have really were scary. They were just, this is happening to me, So
Guns make me really uncomfortable, or at least like when some people, or like when they're being pointed at you.
Yeah,
Jeez,
any
who is,
weapon
like-
that's being pointed at you is going to make you nervous, my man. What the fuck?
Yeah, like who are you hanging out with that's like pointing guns at you?
So at like 2 a.m, I was like driving up to like an intersection, and like this intersection didn't have like lights on it. I mean, it had like traffic lights, but didn't have any like street lights. And then I saw like this guy, he was like walking over to my car, and I got really concerned. And then like he was like wearing like a hoodie and like super baggy basketball shorts, and he had like his like right hand like shoved down like the middle of his like pants, like it kind of like looked like he was holding his crotch, like. And then he like pulled out a fucking gun and he started yelling, and then I just like put my car in first gear and fucking booked it. It was
Yeah.
pretty scary.
Yeah, that's pretty terrifying.
Yeah, on that ride home, I made sure not to go down any road that like made me stop. Like I made sure to take the long way that like had like the back roads with no stops. It was pretty spooky.
I feel like there's like 2 different. Well, maybe there's more than 2, but there's like multiple different like scared. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
I understand what you're saying. There's like you're
Different kinds of
terrified.
being scared. Like there's like being scared in like a realistic situation like that is totally different than like, you know, oh, there's a monster under my bed type scared.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I feel like
this kind of scared is like fear for your life.
yeah, like in that's like fear. Oh, I guess it could be boiled down to like fear of the known versus fear of the unknown.
Yeah, my
Probably.
cosmic
Yeah.
horror situations where I lay in bed and I think of my untimely death.
Like the fear of the unknown is like a thing where like, did you guys ever get taken snipe hunting when you were kids?
What is snipe hunting?
What is
So where you
that?
get, have a sniper rifle and hunt some people.
No, you guys really don't know what
Hold
it
up.
is?
No.
I never went hunting or anything like that.
We went
Same here.
hunting, but we were just whitetail hunting.
Oh man, I don't even know if I should share this because it's sacred knowledge.
He's about to tell us
Now
he
we wanna
killed some
know.
people.
It's sacred knowledge among
do
the
that.
snipe hunters.
Yeah, so snipe hunting, sorry for ruining it for anyone who has never heard of this ever, which is crazy.
Spoiler alert.
Snipe hunting is like basically you have like a group of people and you have you like target one person, right? Like it's the person that doesn't really know what it is, or maybe like it's a couple people depending on how big your group is, and you're like, hey, let's go snipe hunting. Have you guys ever seen a snipe? And it's like supposed to be this fake animal. It usually do it to like kids that are very gullible, and so you like take them out in the woods and you're like, oh yeah, we're gonna go find one and get it. And so they're like, yeah, let's go get it, blah blah blah. And then basically you go lead them out in the woods somewhere where they don't know where they are, and then you're like, oh, I think I see one, and then you just like take off running and you just leave them. You leave these people like out in the woods somewhere.
God.
They did that
That's like
when I was like
It's
11
scary.
years old. They did that, but they were calling it Goat Man. So they took us out to the woods and there's this giant field, and they were like, "You're going to see the Goat Man tonight, children." Actually, when I say it like that, that sounds like some criminal charges are going to be placed on some people later on.
those people are no longer in free society.
What are you in for? I took some kids out to the field to see the Goat Man.
When you say goat man, it just reminds me of Man Bear Pig from South Park.
Yeah, it's pretty much what they described it as. Like I said, we were 11. We didn't know any better.
Yeah, I mean, what do you know? You're like stupid when you're that age.
I think that might have been at summer camp too. So,
Mm.
war.
There was one time, like at Halloween, that we were staying the night at like my friend's house, and his dad, like, got all dressed up, like, fully decked out, looked like just some crazy like escape convict type guy. or something, and he got a chainsaw, and at like 3 in the morning outside of the window, turned the chainsaw on and just started revving it outside of his window. We were all like dead asleep. That was pretty scary. Good. It was good
God.
though. That was a good one. That's like a solid dad like
Yeah.
thing to do.
That reminds me, there's a really popular Twitch clip where a guy is streaming and his dad takes a chainsaw and cuts a small hole in his door and like puts his head through the door and he's like, ah. And the streamer is just like looking like, just why?
Dad, get out of here.
Dad, you do this shit all the time. Stop.
It's my fourth door.
I have another one though too. Another scary thing that was like real life scary that happened to me. So I can't remember how old I was. I was probably in like, I want to say like 6th grade maybe. And I had just like moved in with my dad, and I had my best friend like coming to hang out with me, and we were gonna stay the night and like play video games or whatever. And it was like on a Friday. And so this news bulletin came out or whatever on the news, and it was like there was an escape, like a guy escaped in Louisiana. He escaped from jail and was like on the run from the police. And it was like in Shreveport. And I lived at the time in Jefferson, which is like a 45-minute drive down I-20.
Mm-hmm.
And it turns out he made it like into Marion County where Jefferson is, and he was out in the Colony, which is the area I used to live in. And so like everybody was locking their doors and like totally shut in and like freaked out. And you know, me and my friend are just like, whatever, like this is cool. We get to just stay home and like we can play video games and not feel bad about it or whatever. But then it got real because somebody knocked on our door. Like we had all the doors shut and locked and everything. Somebody knocked on the door, and my dad got up and he had like a revolver in his hand. And he was like, I don't know who this is. You guys like go hide in like the bedroom or whatever.
Oh, crap.
And he like has the gun behind his back, and he like, because we didn't have a peephole, so he just like slightly cracks the door. But it wound up just being a sheriff who was like, hey, are you guys okay?
Oh, crap.
Like, who does that? Why are you gonna go door to door being like, hey, are you okay, when there's like this escaped murderer convict guy? I think I remember his name, and I'm not making this up. I'm pretty sure his name is James Bond. I'm pretty sure.
The sheriff?
I gotta look
or
it
the-
up.
James is James Bond.
What is the TV station? Shreveport KLTV?
Honestly, you know, the name James
No.
has always been suspicious.
Yeah.
That's why I get voted off all the time.
Yeah, that's why you looked at that new Among Us update and hated it.
That's absolutely right. James Bond.
His name is James. James
Are you
Bond.
guys ready for the other question? The little
Go
crow
ahead.
in my house flew down and was like, "Ha! Here's your next question, bitch!" And I took it from him, and I was like, "Okay." You're walking down the street and you see a mummy. What's the first thing you would do or say to that mummy?
All I see is
What kind of-
mummy.
I have more
You have
questions.
shown me mummy.
What's your question?
What kind of mummy are we talking about? Are we like talking like wrapped in bandages mummy with the arms sticking straight out? Or are we talking like the Scorpion King mummy?
I was
something.
thinking like the Band-Aid or
Or the Mummy
bandages.
Returns?
Yeah, the old horror movie.
No, Tom Cruise. The mummy.
And he's just kind of stumbling about
Yeah, he's just walking down the sidewalk.
on my side of the sidewalk or on the other side of the street.
Somewhere near you where you can like walk up and ask him something.
How far out of my way do I have to go to talk to this mummy?
Let's say about 2 feet.
I'm not okay. I'm not really a stop and chat kind of guy. So
Okay, the mummy taps you on the shoulder and asks you for directions. What do you say? He wants to know how to get to Parker Street. Do you know?
I don't know. I'm sorry, dude.
He says, "Is it I'm 4,000 years old?"
Yeah, is that ageism that I'm hearing in your voice?
I would probably respond with, "You don't look a day over 3,999 years old."
The mummy smiles and says, "Hi, you're being so cute. Do you want to go get
Mummy
some coffee?"
blushes.
I feel like this is turning into a D&D session. Do I need to roll initiative yet?
You roll a natural 20. You critical hit the mummy and she dies.
That's about what I would do in real life too. So that was pretty close.
I'm like, it's a nice Tuesday, isn't it, Brev? Isn't it?
It
Oh
made
my
me-
gosh. We were doing that last night playing Fall Guys, and it was just making me crack up so hard. I don't know why.
I would look and see if they have a loose bandage unwrapped somewhere on their body, and I'd pull it and I'd just like yank it like a top.
And it'd be like Scooby Doo, and you'd be like, "Oh, it was so and so all along."
It was Farmer Jenkins.
It was a real mummy all along.
Old man Withers, like, I would have got away with it too.
If it wasn't for these stupid viewer questions.
Don't blame me. Blame the crow that was flying around my apartment.
Yeah.
You brought it here. Beater, any thoughts?
Um.
I know you're like the mummy expert.
Yeah, for sure.
You ran that spooky horror game that had Luigi in it.
Have you played Dirt Rally 2.0?
Hey, bro, you want to go drive with
Yo,
me?
bro.
I've never heard of that before.
What?
Dirt.
Yeah, I've never seen dirt in my life.
Yeah, what's dirt? All I know is earth.
You walk into your apartment and see something out of the corner of your eye. You turn to see a ghost. How do you handle the situation?
Start blasting immediately.
And all of a sudden, I just started blasting.
So, anyways, I just started blasting.
Damn.
Immediately shoot and ask questions later.
Okay, who here has like thought they've actually seen a ghost before when they're like younger, when you like weren't old enough to realize they aren't real?
Damn.
Yes.
I've
think-
never had any kind of paranormal experience, so
I remember we talked about this once before, I think.
Yeah, that was
But,
like
yeah.
episode 2 or something like that.
Here's gonna be the real answer. If I like saw a ghost, I think my heart would drop.
And then you
And, like, if it
die,
was,
then
like,
you fight the
real-
ghost, right?
I mean, probably about like my response was in like was that game Phantasmagoria or whatever it's called? I can't remember now.
Plasmophobia?
Yeah, what is it?
Fantastic.
Phasmophobia. Fantastic
Phasmophobia.
Four.
Okay. Yeah, I would probably react the same way in there, which is like panic and then leave the house.
Some ghost hunter you are.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who hired me. There's a significant lack of backstory
I'm not
in
getting
that
paid
game
enough.
because I would never take that job. I would never even apply for that job.
Are you sure? I would
Dude, I'm
take
pretty
that
sure
job
the
in a
people that make
heartbeat.
that make like no money.
Like,
Or like real ghost or okay, real ghost hunters.
Like,
What are you talking about?
you mean like
Because
Yeah, I
there's
feel like similar to Beater, I guess if I ever saw an actual ghost, like it would just change my life forever because I would
Yeah.
change the way I think about like so many things. It would totally
bro,
That's fair.
the
I'd have an
biggest
existential
shock
crisis.
would be like, holy shit, there really is an afterlife. And then you'd be like, okay, I got to get my Ouija board and find out more.
Wait a minute. That doesn't confirm that there's an existence of an afterlife, though. That just confirms.
Yeah, I need to get my
that there is-
Luigi board out and ask real questions.
See if Mario's around.
you just got
Yeah.
some spirits around. That's all we know.
I don't know.
Maybe-
It's sounding more and more like tonight we should all just play Phantasmophobia or
I
whatever.
am
Oh,
playing
boy.
it. I'm playing it with a girl. Ooh.
I will be playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
No.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Don't do that.
It's time to go to prison.
All right, and for our final viewer question,
Hold on.
how
You have to make it spooky.
you go ahead.
Yeah.
Do
You
it.
can't just say it.
Okay, James, you're sitting in your room. A hand is coming slowly out of your wall. It has a letter. You reach for it and pick it up, and you look at it and go, "I'm invited to Smash." And the hand slaps you. And then you open it and read this question. Go ahead.
And it says Himegoto enters the fray.
Ugh.
Now I'm sitting by a fireplace right now. I got my jacket on. It's cold. Little tea, one hand, note in the other. And the note reads: You hop on Tinder and match with a wonderful, beautiful young woman. You talk for hours until finally she reveals that she is a vampire. She tells you she must suck blood to live. And you say, as long as you don't kill me, that's A-okay with me. But she says, you can pick where I suck your blood.
Uh-oh.
What's the answer to that question?
Bro, what? What? What
Why
kind
does
of
this question feel very naughty?
Oh, man.
Oh
Well, the thing
man.
I was thinking was, where, like when you get a shot, there are certain places that just like hurt way worse than others. Or is it just me?
Yeah, like your fingertips.
Yeah,
when
I
they
mean,
have to
there's
get the
certain
blood
parts that are
samples.
like more sensitive than others.
The
Yeah.
ones in your butt or like make your butt sore.
I don't know if I'd want to be bitten on my butt though all the time. A chunk out of my booty.
Wait. So you're just I guess the premise of the question is more along the lines of like, are you gonna be this vampire chick's like blood booty call for the rest of your life?
Yeah,
Right?
friends with
Where-
blood bits.
I'll
But
let her.
Doesn't
I don't know.
don't you turn into a vampire if
That's
you're
what
bitten
I
by
was
a
gonna
vampire?
say. That's what I was gonna say. You become a vampire.
Is it worth it? I don't think it's worth it.
No,
I'm gonna
Yeah,
go.
I could never play tennis. I would suffer forever. Yeah. That would
no,
be
you can
terrible.
see in the dark. So you just played at nighttime.
Yeah. Who else am I gonna play with?
Other
Your
vampires,
vampire bride?
idiot. Who
Uh,
you gonna play with? Come on.
maybe I don't know, my calf. Maybe she can just take a chomp out of my calf muscle or something.
I was thinking like a meteor section of my body, like
Wait.
my eye. You know,
Oh.
Dang, my real
Fuck.
answer is forearm.
That's
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, forearm.
Your fingertips would hurt. Your penis would hurt. Your ass would hurt.
Yeah, I also would. Yeah, like
That's like American Horror Story levels of dumb shit. There's a part in American Horror Story, the first season, where this ghost woman is giving somebody a blowjob, and she gets mad, so she bites off his skin,
Of course.
and then he dies, just like you do.
just like you do when your penis is bitten off.
Yeah.
I feel like you might actually die. Though.
Yeah, because there's a lot of blood flow down there. So
Mhm. And we're talking catastrophic blood loss.
Yeah, we're dead.
If I'm turning into a vampire, I guess on my neck it's fine.
You're like going all in. You're committing to the lifestyle.
Yeah, I mean,
because he wants the sick hickey.
Yeah, dude, I get to show it to my mom. I'm like, Mom, check this shit out. Can you invite me into your home, please? Can you keep that cross away from me? Oh shit, we're having
By the
garlic
way,
bread.
I hate. Yeah. By the way, I hate garlic now.
Yo, garlic icky.
Get out of here. You don't mean that.
Maybe on my
No,
shoulder.
I don't mean that.
Good.
Garlic
Yo,
bread.
because garlic bread is bomb.
Hey, we're like on the same wavelength.
I don't know. You
Garlic
said some
bread
shit
boys.
about onions earlier, and now I don't even know if we can hang out.
Probably my shoulder is my real answer.
That's okay. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like that would hurt. That's like close to your like spine, you know?
I think it's gonna hurt regardless, don't you?
Yeah, dude. I mean, like, there's not a part of your body that somebody can bite and it's not gonna hurt unless it's not attached to you anymore. Cut off your arm and let her bite it.
Okay.
But then,
Okay.
your arm would turn into a vampire and regrow you.
I like Dio.
Like,
Yeah.
why can't we just like ignore the biting and just skip straight to like just do like an IV situation, like you know? You don't even have to become a vampire at that point.
Yeah,
It's
what
a-
if they can only get satisfied from biting a human?
Yeah,
You
that's
can't
why
just like
she's
go
on
to the
Tinder.
blood bank and be like, "Give me blood."
Give me
Bro,
blood.
have you ever watched Blade? Are you kidding me?
Hey,
Yeah, some
Hey.
motherfuckers just like ice skating up a hill.
They have blood banks in Blade. I'm just saying.
Big brain.
There's like some movie where vampires have taken over the earth and they've turned human into like cattle and they keep them in little tubes.
Castlevania.
And the humans escape and
28 days
reclaim
later.
the planet.
I think I know what you're talking about.
I've seen that commercial all the time when I was a kid, but I can't tell you anything about it.
That's definitely not Blade.
Yeah, it's definitely not played. for sure.
Daybreakers or Planet of the Vampires.
I think it might be.
We're getting dangerously close to
In the year 2019, a plague has transformed almost every human into vampires. Faced with a dwindling blood supply, the fractured dominant race plots their survival. Meanwhile, a researcher works with a covert band of vamps on a way to save humankind.
shit. So this is a historical documentary now, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you not
Oh
remember the
no!
William Dafoe.
event of vampires?
I want to watch this. This looks cool. I'm gonna watch this right now. All right, see ya. I'm just kidding. No, I really will. I will watch this. It seems interesting.
How weird
And
is
it
it
doesn't seem scary.
that this predicted the vampirism disease that's happening right now? Pretty crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
coronavirus is just a cover up.
The vampires, yeah.
They're the ones pulling the strings.
Okay, well, I think that's it. I guess for our
Yeah,
questions.
I don't know if we have any other things we need to cover.
I need to shout out the Retirement Home podcast.
What?
Please elaborate.
Please
Yes.
elaborate. So I got contacted by like some dude the other day, and he was like, "Hey man, I really love your podcast, so I shouted you out on my podcast, the Retirement Home podcast."
Dude, this is just like the Twitch follow for follow shit.
That's
Don't get
exactly
baited.
what it is. And I was just like, "What the fuck ever, dude? I'll shout you out." And I was
Remember
like,
when you thought that's what I was trying to do to you when I first met you?
"That's what you were trying to do, Peter." And look where it's like taking you. You followed me all the way here.
You know, this has just been a super elaborate con the whole time, Austin.
I'll follow you one day, Peter. You just have to follow me
This is some
first.
fucking, like, this is some Ocean's 11 shit right here, dude.
30 years we've been waiting for that follow.
Yeah, the 3-year con.
Did you guys watch? Did you guys watch the new Borat movie?
Is it out yet?
Out?
Yeah, it came out yesterday,
is?
dude. I watched.
Oh boy.
Man,
That was my religion.
Oh,
I watched,
shit.
dude. I watched Borat so many times in college that the DVD had a laser burn, and so it ruined the DVD. So I had to bootleg the movie and burn it on a DVD so I could watch it more.
I don't think I've ever seen Borat.
Dude, what?
Damn. Yo, I bet he's a
Wow,
dictator.
you're gonna-
fan.
you're
He
gonna
said
have-
dictator's better than Borat.
Oh
Dude,
my
who said
God.
that? Who said
I
that?
bet Austin's saying that right now.
Who said that? I will fight him. I will fight that person. Who's Austin? I'm fighting you.
Oh,
You're a goner.
what are you
You're
fighting
done.
me for? I don't understand.
The dictator's better than Borat?
The dictator. I've
Come on.
never seen the dictator either.
Okay.
Is that the one that's like North Korea tried killing us over?
No. That's
No.
the interview.
The interview. Yeah.
No,
I
dude, you
ain't
gotta
seen that
watch.
one either.
Dictators. Okay.
You're about to have the best evening of your life, the best comedy you could ever watch.
Wait, so
Is
did you watch the Borat 2 yet? You watched it, right? No?
Yeah,
Yes?
I watched it. Yeah, I watched it.
Is it good?
They could never make the first one again, but it's good for a second one. I was happy with it. I was expecting them to push the boundaries a little more than they did, but overall, I'm happy.
No, I mean, it's probably not as easy to push boundaries now.
Yeah.
I mean, they
You know how
filmed,
people be.
filming it
I
right
used
when
Twitter.
coronavirus happened. So, but also I found out that it was likely that I was in Texas at the same time that he was like making the movie because it's mostly filmed in Texas.
Did you find him and touch your penises together?
Ah,
what?
but shake his hand.
Yeah, shake something. I got you.
Hey, don't make it weird, man.
It's too late.
Why
It's
are you
already.
kink shaming me right now?
I'm not shaming you. I just
You're kink shaming me, dude.
I just think that you and Borat Man are the perfect fit for each other.
We are.
I watched
Elite
Don't Mess
married.
with the Bill
It's
Hand.
fictional.
That's like that, right?
That's not like it at all. It's not like that.
That was a bad movie too. Well, I can't say
movie?
that. Well, it had Adam Sandler in it, and everything with Adam Sandler in it in the past 15 years has been terrible.
Yeah, 90s and early 2000s, Adam Sandler was peak Adam Sandler. And then everything outside of that is pretty awful.
Now we're getting movies like Paul Blart, Mall Cop 3, The Reawakening.
Wait, is that really real?
No.
Okay.
It might as well be.
I couldn't think of a better subtitle. What's a Mall Cop Reawakening? The killing,
The blartening.
the Blartening there. And this one, Paul Blart kills a kid. It's himself. He goes back in the future.
I'm
I think-
into that. I'd watch that.
So I feel like I'm dying today. I'm sure you can all tell from how I'm talking. I was up all night with my friend in the ER because she fell down and broke her wrist. And so I was just there with her all night. And then I grabbed her wrist and I just started shaking it.
Are you sure it's broken?
Does this
This
one
looks
hurt,
good to
Jackie?
That's what mine does when I shake mine. I don't understand. What's the problem?
Why are you crying? Be a man, Jackie.
Rub some dirt on it. God. You're embarrassing me in front of all my friends.
All my cool
You're
doctor
embarrassing me
friends.
in front of the doctors.
They gave her a shot of morphine, and it was
Oh,
so
boy.
funny watching her meow. He was just kind of waddling around. It's so funny. So where can we find you guys at?
Not
Find
it.
me here on the podcast.
Nice.
Nose goes.
Well,
Wait.
Peter went, so
What is
Oh.
nose goes?
The last person to touch their nose has to do it.
we can't ever
Also,
know
I've been
that.
touching my nose this whole podcast. So
Oh my God!
just
So
letting
you're a
you know.
cheater. You
Yeah, I
downloaded
predicted this moment.
Amore.net premium CS:GO cheat.
Damn, dude, you got that nose goes cheat? Can't believe
Yeah,
this.
dude. It's killing it. He also got the slug bug cheat as well.
What's the slug bug cheat?
Like pink slug bug, no slug back, where you punch people.
Oh,
It's like aimbot, but every time you see a car coming in 25-mile radius, you just slam the other person.
Immediately punches somebody in the face. Involuntary action.
like a 3 to 5 frame windows, bam, real quick,
bop bop.
like a jab. Well, you can find this podcast on all kinds of platforms. We also have a Twitter account that's at NVGWW, where we tweet about content and podcasting.
I think I quoted our whoever runs the podcast account is I just called it the Podcat account.
Podcast.
Yeah, but Podcat. It's our new brand. It was a quote from me where I said, "Steve, everyone touched my heart from down under."
Nice. Nice.
I actually
So-
met his wife and kids at the airport one time.
They touch your heart down under.
No, they touched me physically in person.
Oh,
Not
Thank you,
weird.
sir.
Don't make it weird. I was just saying they touched me. They shook my hand and gave me a hug. I was like,
no, I think my quote from
Okay.
Steve Irwin touching me from down under is kind of weird to begin with. But,
Yeah, I don't know why, but people didn't get the joke.
yeah, dude, nobody cared. They're oh, that's kind of weird, bro.
You can also find the podcast through nvgww.podmatic.com.
And I think .com or
We also got
.net.
Spotify, right?
Oh yeah, it might not be .com. Dang it.
Both of them work, so I mean, they take you to something related to us.
Epic.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
my
apologies. Yeah.
we're on Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer nuts.
Weezer.
Good Time Dragon, Stitcher, Good Time Dragon 2, other platforms, pretty much all platforms.
Crutonjohn, are you active on any kind of social media, or do you stream? Do you do YouTube content? Anything you'd like to share here?
I have a Twitter account, which is usually just me complaining about a lot of stuff. So if you're into reading complaints about technology and things that I hate that I have to work with every day, that's just everything. If you want to find me, literally everything is just Crutonjohn, Cruton, not like how you would normally spell crouton with the like OU at the beginning. But you can find me anywhere. I have Twitter and GitHub if you're into that kind of thing.
Yo, I can find your GitHub, Pog.
Yeah, dog. Can I cop that GitHub account, dude?
You're on Tinder, you're
Gab.
trying to hit on women, you're like, hey, do you think I can get your GitHub
Yo.
account information?
Yo,
Yeah.
bitch, this is my GitHub.
You can find me pretty much level 9 everywhere. That's LVL9. It's on Twitter. If you're listening to this on YouTube, you've already found me. You should definitely hit that sub button. Just smash it. Break your computer when you hit it so hard. Shit, is there any more? I'm streaming on Twitch again. That's level 9 on Twitch. I've been
Pog.
lots of Devil May Cry. Come watch me play Devil May Cry and say nothing for 4 hours.
Hey. Hey, don't attack me.
Shout out to the Retirement Home podcast. They're from Australia. I think they know cold ones. I don't know that for sure. They release 5 episodes a month. And that's pretty much all. I just want to say that they're incredible for doing that. Shout out to Jackie. She doesn't have hands anymore, and she would kiss a frog. Questions about that? Nothing.
I think I'm good.
That sounds pretty normal to me.
I'm about to poop myself.
Dude,
That's where I'm at.
that's
okay. Well, it's been nice having you on the podcast. The podcat, as I've been calling it, as of right now.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me. Thanks for inviting. I will
It
come
was
back
fun.
anytime
Anytime.
to talk. I think we're gonna spin off and just do our own podcast. Me and Beater, we're gonna do a
Sim racing.
dirt
Hard.
dirt rally 2.0 podcast. Check it out.
Gonna talk about
Dirt
some dirt,
fast.
gravel.
Asphalt. Pavement.
Dust, sand.
So, yeah. I guess I'll see you guys later. In the
see you guys.
underground place. The sunken
Okay.
place.
Thank
I have
you.
to talk. Oh yeah, thanks for Pilot Red Sun for this week's intro. He doesn't know that I'm using his intro as our intro, but if he finds out, I want him to know that I've credited him here at the end of the podcast.
Yeah, please no lawsuit.
Uh,
No DRM strike.
if you hear this, I will take it down.
Oh
See-
my gosh, I would take that down.
What are you talking?
Oh my gosh, man, that was bad. Season 5, Eric Andre show, October 25th at midnight. So check it out.
You already know, baby. You already know, baby. What's up?
Oh my gosh.
Maybe I'll have a TV by then.
But yeah, seriously, Crouton, Beater, level 9. Enjoyed it. Thank you guys again.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks, guys, for having me on. I will come back anytime if you want to talk about other stuff besides spooky things.
Sick nasty.
I'm not good at spooky stuff. I'm a baby.
Yeah, there's gonna be like Halloween music playing all throughout this episode.
Woo!
Woo!
Damn, gonna be Weenie Hut Junior hours.
It's gonna make me sound tough though, so I'm kind of excited.
Yeah, I talk about dying a lot in this podcast for some
I
reason.
hate it. Yeah, we talked about guns a lot.
Well, we are in
you
the
guys
South.
are from Texas, so
I don't know what you're trying to say.
Maybe I should end the
It's
podcast.
Texas.
Okay.
I don't understand the connection, but thanks.
Uh, See you cats later. Later.